Hey everyone, Thrownd64 here, and today we are here to continue on with some Sonic Free Riders for the Xbox 360. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to not say Nintendo console for Sonic games. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Team Babylon.
Welcome back, folks! It's been far too long since last time, but at long last, another exciting World Grand Prix is upon us! Once again, we've assembled a fierce pack of riders from all over the world to compete! Oh, and I'm Mama Chow, bringing all the action to you live! I've just arrived here at Pavilion 2. Let's try to sneak in a quick interview with the members of Team Babylon before the race begins. How are you three feeling today?
How do I feel? Don't you know who I am?
Jet the Hawk, leader of the Babylon Rogues, is at the top of his game every day of the week.
I didn't come out here to race. I came here to win this thing.
I wish they'd start already. Let's collect the prize and be on our way.
Have a little pity for the poor fools who got stuck with us as their first opponents.
Of course, you're right, Jet.
The only other racer here who matters is him, Sonic the Hedgehog.
The legendary Windmasters of the Babylon Rogues certainly all talk a big game. They're confident this one's in the bag. Now, let's hear from the other team.
Aw, isn't that adorable? They really think they stand a chance against us.
They have no idea how unfortunate they are.
Who do they think they are, talking trash to us like that?
I'll smash anybody who talks down to the boss.
They don't matter, Jet. Just ignore them. The sparks are flying from the very first race of the day. At this rate, the course is likely to catch fire as these two confident teams clash.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and skip these, like these cutscenes. But yes. Once again, we're gonna be going through this honestly pretty sick looking town. Like, it does very much follow the exact same thing about like basic designs I mentioned in the Heroes video, but if there's one really sick thing I can say about this is, you know, the music still hits. Not as much as some of the other games, but still hits. For this particular race, there's even a minecart section. If you happen to move your body towards like these corners here, you can actually get a speed increase. It's pretty cool how they actually added like a little bit of depth to this. Just like with the grinding. I know some people are still gonna miss like the fact that you could do like manually do the X rank tricks, but I think what we have here is pretty cool too. Again, one thing that isn't cool is the fact that the races, I mean, I'm glad it's quick, but I just wish I could actually be able to enjoy some of these cool courses. But one lap, that's it.
It's Shadow, right? And Rouge? You guys were pretty good.
Spare me. One fluke win and you're talking down to us now? Please.
And just who do you think you are talking to Jet like that?
You were pretty tough out there too. Hey, I'm being nice here. Least you could do is say something.
Why are you getting mad at a machine?
I'm no machine. I'm a robot. It's different.
You mocking me? You're asking for it, robot.
All right, enough playing around.
Time to make it painfully clear that your first win was a fluke.
Oh boy, they decided to bring back speed limit challenges. Of course it doesn't count right out the gate because of this, but... What? What did you want from me? Oh, you know what? I just thought about it. Hold on.
Think you can win with
How is it bad timing? What is that? It's probably just because of the way the course starts. But yes, if you remember what these speed challenges are like, you have to get to a certain point far enough in this version compared to the other where you're just doing the laps. But yes, if you get far enough, you can pretty much get an S rank if you get it as far as you can. We're already up to A rank, so we're not too far off now. But again, you basically can't bump into a wall, you can't think about hitting any ramps, and as the mission states, you can't go below 135. And I'm glad that the charging does not slow you down like it did in the first game. Slow you down that much, I mean. That's another thing I'll say about Heroes. When you're charging, I don't feel like I have to basically slow down to a crawl just to get a good jump. And that also applies to the Regravitified mod.
You're toast.
Now, if there's any voice I particularly like from this casting, it has to be Storm's. I think his is one that like actually got an improvement. It's just a, well, maybe not an improvement, but it's definitely not like a huge downgrade. Where some of them, I'm gonna be honest, some of them do feel like downgrades for the, not just in characters, but in just an overall delivery for this game in particular. They did get better later, which I'm thankful for, but good freaking lord, when it started out, most people, for good reason, were not feeling it with even Roger Craig Smith, Sonic, freaking, I'm not going to name the rest of them, but basically, they weren't feeling the recasting, basically. That's pretty much all that is. They weren't feeling it. They thought that it actively showed that, you know, they didn't care too much about just more jokes and everything, which for 2010, yes. Especially for Sonic Colors, yes, that's what it felt like back then, and some people may argue that's how it feels now, with the freaking remastered version, as well as some of, like, not necessarily Frontiers was the one I feel like they made like a real change in everything. Some may argue Generations, but we don't talk about the other. We don't talk about those games in between. We don't talk about that one. Whatever they were cooking with that, we're gonna leave that back to where it needs to.
This is some kind of mistake. How could I lose?
Wow, 3 freak wins in a row.
Are you guys really that blind to your faults?
And at the end of the first race, it's Team Babylon that's come out on top. These Windmasters live up to the legends. There's already talk of this team going all the way. Let's get a word with them.
Well, of course we won the opening round. We're here to win the whole shebang.
Where's the challenge? I knew my only real competition was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, that's a shame, because I'm facing Sonic in the finals. Our team isn't about to lose.
My bottom line's riding on this race. You better not get between me and that cash.
This guy's so broke he's got a race to make ends meet.
It sounds like Team Rose is going through some tough times. Or maybe it's just Vector. Well, either way, this next race should be exciting.
Okay, so the absolute, like, freaking roast session on God dang Vector aside, why in the world did they write Jet like this? This is probably like the one character that bothers me the most out of this game. cause like he wasn't like anything crazy with this, but he was a decent rival in the games. And I would argue this one too. Ah, frick. I would argue this one too, but what the frick did they do to him here? Like, he's almost deadlocked in the freaking only facing Sonic. Like, come on, man. I know Jet is definitely a leader who's, I don't want to say conceited, but definitely full of himself. But it's like, it's so one-dimensional here. I don't want to go any further on this about Jet, but good freaking lord. Like, on top of the voice, the delivery where he's only focusing on beating Sonic, like, oh, I gotta beat Sonic. He's the only reason I'm here, basically. I mean, technically that is true, but even then.
I'm number one.
Just... But yeah, on the note about Vector, he kind of deserved that. Like, you'll understand why after we get like some of the extra cutscenes for the story. Bit of a spoiler there, but yes, there are some extra cutscenes you get.
Think you can win with a board like that?
This will not be one of them, and I can't believe we're doing another freaking speed challenge. And this time there's actually much closer walls. Touch these, it's pretty much over. Oh my god, I honestly got scared that it was gonna put me like right below 135 or something. But yeah, in this game, just for bumping a wall, you lose a lot of speed. Look at that. And that's just from turning. I didn't even hit a wall there.
This ain't good. If we lose here, I'm going home empty-handed.
Hey, what gives, Vector? If you don't get me to the finals with Sonic like you promised, I'm not paying you. We'll win this time, you guys. It's gotta be tough trying to race while you're busy babysitting.
It's obvious you guys are gonna lose.
Hey, don't be so sure, buddy. I'm getting serious on the next race.
What? Why haven't you been serious this entire time? No wonder we couldn't win.
Huh? It's a figure of speech, okay? You guys aren't making this any easier.
Serious or not, I have a hard time imagining this next race will go any differently. No way I can lose.
So, outside of once again roasting Vector to oblivion, I honestly think that was probably one of the best cutscenes in the game. Just because it takes us to this level. And as I was mentioning those extra cutscenes, you actually get a little bit of an insight of what happens to Team Dark and Team Rose in this game. Because, you know, the story's only focused on Heroes in Babylon, and for some reason, instead of just giving them their own story, they just said, you know what, let's just give them cutscenes. That counts, right? No idea why they did that. Ah, no 100 ring cap. Okay. But then there's these things right here where you can actually grab onto them and take like neat, interesting, well maybe not interesting, but definitely some neat routing. Or is it routing? Either way. It is pretty cool that this level actually gives you a little bit more to do. I just wish there were more levels like this. And yes, the music, top notch. And I really wish I could do more than just one lap. Come come on, man. Like, this is like one of the best courses in the whole game. We're not there yet for the best, but you'll know when you see it if you've been following this channel for a while.
What a performance! It looks like the Windmaster's boasts about taking home the prize weren't just hot air. They're looking more and more likely to win the championship.
Although I'm starting to go soft from all these lukewarm challenges.
You snarky little twerp!
He doesn't have to be so mean about it. Oh, just you wait! Sonic is going to mop the floor with you!
I look forward to that. Let's see which of us is really the fastest thing in the world.
Then let's get this started.
Finally, you're on, Sonic.
Sonic! If you beat this jerk, we'll go out on a date. I know you'll win, for my sake.
Hi, Amy.
I had a feeling we'd be seeing Team Babylon in the finals.
Try to make this interesting, all right?
I got no time for sidekicks. The only one I'm racing here is him.
Please, there's no chance of anyone on a gear that shrimp put together out racing us.
And I'm gonna teach that red guy some manners.
The Grand Prix finals are set to begin, and everybody's already on the edge of their seat, eager for the main event. This is one race you won't want to miss.
Alright, now we're doing this with power. What in the world happened to the numbers? Yeah, I might need to fix that after this, but what in the world? We're basically just hitting stuff. Again. Just like with the Team Heroes, just hitting stuff. Well, what's cool about... Oh, it actually changed... Okay, what in the world happened to the ranks? Let's just rock with it for now. Like, look at how far that was. It doesn't look like it from perspective, but look at that! I didn't even make the turn all the way and it's still hit. Bro, look! Seriously, look. Oh. But yeah, you could pretty much just do this the entire race and not have to worry about it. But the thing is that if you do this, it does cut off your turning for some reason. That's something I don't know why they did this for power, but... Okay, we got an S rank. I know it doesn't look it, but we did get all the objects, so, you know, that is an S rank. Before I get started on the next cutscene, hold on a second. Alright, that start aside. Oh yeah, that's another cool thing about this. Like, even for the speed challenges, the speed challenge version on this game, because there's no, like, what is it? Because there's no electricity going off on that, we can actually just play the courses normally, which I feel like we should have done before, but at least it's not like, oh, you start the race, instant fail, and you have to restart the whole thing. Kind of irked me from the first Riders game, and I'm kind of glad they got they adjusted that for this one, but even then, it's not particularly saying much. I'm just glad they took that extra step, you know? Oh yeah, if you're not near a ramp, you just do a crouching animation. This crouching animation, while it may look silly on its own and on the surface, there is a reason for this. I'll go more into it once we finish watching these cutscenes. Actually, let me finish the off. Alright, now let me stop. That's basically the whole mission right there. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to keep going. Just take a break right here.
Your gear is still as amazing as ever, Wave.
Try not to sound so surprised, Shrimp.
I did a ton of research and thought I'd given ours a perfect tune-up.
If that was the result of your best efforts, this next race is gonna be a disappointment. Jet, I can guarantee you will win this one.
I don't need you to tell me that much, Wave. Wait a minute, you didn't do something to their gear, did you?
I don't know what you could possibly mean.
You better not do anything to tarnish my reputation here.
The boss doesn't need dirty tricks to win this. He's got it in the bag.
I wouldn't put anything past a bunch of rogues.
Hey, I'm no cheater. Now let's settle this thing for good, Sonic the Hedgehog.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Alright, once again 1 lap, but hey, since we already played the hero version, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have another rival duel on this one too, so what's gonna happen is when we get to that race, oh, they're going crazy with boosting, but anyway, once we get to that, I'm gonna just let the music raw, because I actually kind of like this track. It actually reminds me of the Green Forest one in the first Sonic Riders game, which I always thought was neat. And I also resonate with that one the most because it's the one they showed off in the commercials for the game. As I was saying, it's the one they showed off the most for the commercials on this game, as well as it was the first level I ever got to saw in the first Sonic Riders game. And I thought for the advertisement they had for that, it looked so insane. Cause like, keep in mind, this is when I was only playing Mario Kart, not even like Crash Nitro Kart or anything like that. Maybe freaking some other kart racing games, but it was only Mario Kart at the time. I was like, yo, this looks sick. In fact, now that I'm saying this out loud, I don't even think I played through most, except maybe Sonic R for counting that. Cause like, before I got super crazy with Crash, I used to be like crazy with Sonic games. You know, growing up with Sonic, eventually growing up with Crash, you probably heard this story before, but hey, I enjoyed going through that experience. And seeing Sonic X Shadow Generations, I'm kind of glad that the series is still having some quality games coming out. So, you know, that's always a plus.
Congratulations on an amazing championship victory! I think the whole world just fell in love with Team Babylon. So tell me, how does it feel to have won, guys?
It was too simple to really feel like much of an accomplishment. What happened? Should I have gone easier on you, Sonic the Hedgehog?
Looks like you win this time around, Jet.
You're awfully calm about it. Aren't you ashamed at being beaten?
Why? Luck is a big part of victory. This just means you are the lucky one today.
Hey, nobody talks trash about the boss's wins. That was skill, not luck.
Sorry, Sonic. It's all my fault. Seems like something went wrong with my tuning job.
Wave?
Don't look at me, Jet.
I don't know anything about it either.
No, this doesn't feel right.
See you next time, Jet.
Wait, you can't leave like this. I call a rematch.
What? Are you sure you want to do that?
A legendary Windmaster doesn't accept anything short of absolute victory.
All right then, I'm always game for another round.
Whoa! Our two headliners call a rematch! This next race will decide whose skills are really supreme!
I know I said I'd stop including these, but I just want to get this added on here to say that this is probably the best cutscene you're going to get with Jet in this entire game. Like, he said, I am the legend. Alright, I'm gonna let this rock now.
No way I can lose.
Alright. Went ahead and now beating the game, so... Wait, story unlocked? Story? Oh, right, I forgot. We didn't do the last mission yet, where basically they force you to play as Sonic in Babylon story, so... I know it's a bit of a spoiler, but they've done this twice now. But anyway, I do think that this game, like, despite how simplistic it is, I do think that some of the mechanics, especially with the switching, I feel like they're unique on their own ways, and it offers something pretty unique to the series. It's just that the main story does not highlight that whatsoever because everyone only has access to their shortcuts. No, like, speed up, no acceleration up, no, what is it, sharper turns or anything along those lines. No harder kicks or basically nothing like that. It offers nothing crazy like that for the main story.
And with that, the Babylon Rogues secure a perfect, complete, and absolute victory. Now, tell us how it feels to be champions.
The same as every other day. I never lose.
Wow, you were so awesome, Jet.
Woohoo! Go Team Babylon!
I gotta hand it to you, Jet. I couldn't touch you out there today.
Then get training. I'll give you a rematch any day of the week.
I'll do heaps more research on extreme gear for next time. Don't expect to catch up to my level of expertise, but hey, knock yourself out, Shrimp.
Next time things will go down different. A challenge would be nice.
I don't know about you folks, but I'm already getting excited for the finals of the next World Grand Prix. I'm sure it'll be one for the books, and I have a funny feeling we'll be seeing Team Babylon and Team Heroes there.
Yes, believe it or not, we're not quite done with the game just yet. We now have 2 extra stories, Team Dark and Team Rose. This format is feeling very familiar now. Not sure why, but that aside, in the next part we'll be taking on Team Dark story. So, this is our 64 Son. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural, stay tuned to Jet Alive, and of course, as always, stay warped to the next speed. Stay warped!